Not been to Tunica in a while. It's dumb.
Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it to me.
The agenda today, first stop, the Awful Waffle down the road.
Ooh, that's gotta be good.
Second stop, 2.5 no limit hold'em. Mixing it up here at the 2.5 streets of Mississippi. Got a $15 raise and then a call. I squeezed to 75. This is going to look suspicious to some people. They may think that I'm out there just trying to take advantage of the situation, but instead I actually have a real hand. So I make it 75, get one caller, see a flop, comes king 6-4. Top pair, top kicker's really good. I'm scared of 0 turn cards. There's not a turn card that can come where I'm like, oh no, what now? I need to make a bet. It needs to be on the smaller side because I want him to come along. As I said, I'm scared of nothing. I think $35, which is what I end up betting, is just criminally small. Way too small. That cop from the drive-in should turn around and come get me and arrest me for making such a small wager. But he does call. We go heads up to the turn card. I guess we have to be heads up since we started the pot heads up. To queen, give me a backdoor flush draw. I like it. It improves my hand. Well, it doesn't improve my hand, but it makes it where I can bet, and if he raises, I can withstand that raise. I make it 150, and he snap folds, which means he probably didn't have anything in the first place. So maybe that $35 bet wasn't that bad, and I'm off to a hot start in Tunica. Under the gun limps, under the gun +1 limps. I'm under the gun +2, and like Christian Gray, I believe in punishment, so I throw out a bet of $25 to punish those limpers, and I get punished myself to $65. I like King 9 for 25. Do I like it for 65? I don't know. King 9 is often dominated by Ace King and any over, 10s plus. These are hands that 4-bet quite a bit, and King 9 doesn't play too well against those, so surely I'm just going to fold. But then again, will this hand be in the vlog if I just folded? No, so I must be coming in for a 5-bet. That would make a lot more sense. Nope, just going to call that. We go heads up, $65 from each of us, making a $140 pot. It comes 3, 3, 6, 1 diamond, so I nailed it. I check, and the cutoff decides to throw out a wager of $35. That is just too good a price for me to fold right now, so I come along with nefarious thoughts in my mind. Turn card's a 7, pretty much kills any nefarious thoughts I'm going to have as I completely brick. Diamond I would bet, or if I made some sort of hand like I do here on the river, I make a 9. Now I feel like I can go for value. There's 210 in the middle. I'm trying to get looked up by ace high, so I'm going to make it look bluffy, and I throw out $150. My opponent looks me up and down, which I kind of like, before deciding on throwing in a call of the $150. Is my King 9 good? Flip it up, and his cards go face up, which I don't like to see, but luckily there's just 2 deuces. And my hand is good, and a nice little pot scoop with me is pushing towards me, even though I only have a pair of 9s. Okay, it's time for a little break. I'm gonna move over here to this really cool looking background. I get dealt the ace 9 of diamonds. We see the flop like 5 ways. A bunch of money out there. And it comes 2, 3, 5 of diamonds. Or 2, 4, 5 of diamonds. Some form of 3 diamonds under a 5. He bets, I call, another dude calls. That bet was 40, call. Turn card is like the beautiful jack of clubs. He bets 80, call. The other guy now folds. River card pairs the 4. He checks, and then I go ahead and fire out 500, which is about what he has, and he eventually calls it off and loses, and so that was a nice pot. The next hand I get ace 4 of hearts, flop 2 pair, win a nice pot. Next hand I get 2 aces, lose to ace king on a king queen flop. Say that 5 times fast, but you can't do it. But I didn't lose a very big pot because, as he said, I'm a good player. So at least I have him fooled. Now it's time to try to get into Profitville or Profit Land or land of not losing, and try to not waste this this run good that I'm currently have currently enjoyed for the last 20 minutes. So headed back. Headed back. 20 minutes. So 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 headed back. I'm gonna be super open with you right now. I am currently suffering a panic attack. Just came on. It's uncomfortable. It was probably gonna happen today. I've been having some nervous feelings. I'm being super vulnerable with you right now, and if this is something that you suffer from, I hope that you can work your way through it. But what works for me is just being like, hey, body, thank you, but we're fine, we're safe, this is fine. You know what, bring it on. Bring on what you got. Give me your worst, I can handle it. That was me falling over the thing. I'll be fine, and so will you. King, king, queen, 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 king, king, queen. Oh, yeah, yes, you can do it. I sit right back down, post my blinds, and go ahead and raise it to $15 with a pair of red fours. And my opponent down there in the cutoff, who only has $160, he decides to go ahead and put in a third of it right now. And I do my best Usain Bolt impression and challenge him to a race. I put in the 4-bet. And he goes ahead and calls it off for the 165 totals. And we go ahead and see 5 cards. Looking to keep a small dealer. Comes 3-8, Jack, 2-6. Even though there's 3 overcards to my 4s, I'm still good. And that's just another way to win a pot. Down at the 2-5 streets in Tunica, Mississippi at the Horseshoe. Now enjoy this next hand because I make an old man angry. I don't know if he's old, but he's a man. And he's angry. The hijack makes it 15. The cutoff makes it 15. I look down at Big Chick. I'm not going to play this pot from the big blind out of position 3 ways. So I make it $75 to go, which I think is fine and dandy. Later, we're going to find out that the hijack does not think that this is fine and dandy. But both players put in the 75, so I was wrong. I'm going to play it out of position. But at least I made them pay for it. Flop is good. Ace-9-3, also giving me backdoor clubs if that comes to be something that matters. I go ahead and C-bet for $75. The hijack and the cutoff both fold, and take it away, old man.
Every time I get this fucking pair, they raise it, and the ace turns. There we go. Every time. Oh shit, I knew exactly where you were at.
3 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, and 8 of clubs.
Ace queen.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, there you go, $2.
Raising it with 2 outs in the deck, you know he's got an ace.
Perfect, big blind.
Just get there.
I just get there. I don't think I did anything wrong in the hand, but OMC certainly did. Here I raised to 15 under the gun with 2 red 10s. If you think that last hand was funky, wait till you see this one. I laugh when I see this guy go all in for 90. You'll see why. Because he's not really all in for 90. He says he's all in for 90. The dealer confirms that he's all in for 90. I call the 90. But oh look, all of a sudden, he's got a green chip out there. Where'd that come from? Queen eye flop and he puts it in there. I would have put it in no matter what. But I have I have middle set, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. But he had it in his ones. You know how the ones don't play. Well, all of a sudden he gets his queen eye flop, and that $25 extra that he finds goes into the pot. So I think he is definitely angling me here. Turns a queen, rivers, whatever. I have a full house. He has ace queen. He tries to angle me, and I show him the dough. Okay, session over. What a wild day. Started off with getting stuck like 1,200 in a bad game. Anyway, I'm in for no way I'm gonna remember this. Like 22, what?
23-28.
23-28, out for 36.71 for a profit of $1,300. And that's it. I'm going to bed. We got some super duper healthy late night casino food, and we're gonna go eat it in bed and enjoy it, and we will see you in the next one. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye. I said bye.
But I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on the panic attack stuff. 2013, I was attacked, not like by gangsters, but like by a virus, kind of like COVID. And it attacked my heart, it attacked my liver. And from that point, I have had a few, not a lot, but a few instances of something called VTAC, and it's a dangerous heart rhythm. It's one that you need, it needs to be corrected. It's not good. Well, because I would get this intermittent, these intermittent attacks from the VTAC, my doctor, my heart doctor, Dr. Fayrig, thought it would behoove me or him or us to have a pacemaker / ICD put in the event that I go into VTAC and I'm not able to get to a hospital in time, that it can just shock my heart back into rhythm. In July, during the World Series of Poker, unbeknownst to me, I had COVID-19 going into day 5 of the main event. So I go, and while I'm in the shower, I can feel my heart beating oddly. My pacemaker, boom, shocked me. And you're not ready for that. You're just not. It's not something you can prepare for. And it brought me to my knees and screaming in pain, because I was in physical pain. And my heart was still out of rhythm in this dangerous VTAC rhythm. And it shocked me again. I got out of the shower when the third one got me. Now the third shock got me back in rhythm. This is like, think about it like 1, 2, 3, clear, that kind of thing. Except for I'm awake during it. And since that traumatic moment, I have suffered with anxiety. Now, I may have had anxiety before, but not like now, not since that incident. And since that incident, I've had multiple panic attacks. And they manifest by rapid heartbeat, heartbeat in like PVCs, which if you don't know what a PVC is and you have one, you might be you might be alarmed by it. I used to be. I'm a little bit better now. Rapid breathing, hot flashes. This is the way that these things manifest. Sometimes bright lights, like I'll see like lights. I haven't had a panic attack in a long time, but I've been feeling very nervous for a couple days now because I'm getting over something. I was sick. I'm worried about a fever. I'm worried about my sore throat. I'm worried about, am I going to have this situation again? That's what I'm worried about. And so when I'm out here talking to you earlier and that anxiety hits, that panic attack hits, it's not a surprise to me anymore. I kind of felt that this may happen. Unfortunately, I'm not cured. Like, I had the panic attack, but I'm still dizzy, I'm still got a little bit of a sore, not much. I mean, it's like barely there at all. I would hardly keep it, but so I'm not cured. I don't know that you can be cured, but 2 reasons I'm doing this. 1, it's cathartic for me, but 2, if you're going through something like this, like I seek help. I have help in this. I have an understanding wife. I have a therapist, and I have medicine that I take for anxiety, and it's not always enough, right? My therapist told me therapy doesn't work until it does. And cannot wait till we get to that point where, you hit that breakthrough. And I'm doing better. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing better, but I'm not all the way there yet. So if this is something that that's a loud heater. This is something that you're suffering from. You're not alone in it. You're definitely not. I don't know what kind of help I could be, but if you ever need anything, my DMs are open about every app, and I'm happy to talk with you. Let's go play some cards.